Good morning and welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina, and a very special edition episode because we have brought back, or we're bringing in, all of our speakers who are going to be speaking on our upcoming Connect Summit. Tina, how are you doing today?
Good morning. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning and it is Connect Summit Day. We have all of our Connect Summit speakers for the month of August. As you guys know, in March, right? March, we started the Connect Summit, our first Connect Summit, and we started it in just 10 days. We launched it and had over 1,500 people watching. And so now this is Connect Summit 7.
This is our 7th summit that we have done since March. Of course, Tina said when the social pandemic created social distancing and all of our events were getting canceled, not only were the events for the speakers getting canceled, which felt like our livelihood was at risk, but for all of those attendees who were expecting to go to events, to connect and network and to learn and to associate, we decided to put together the Connect Summit so that we could stay connected during that time of social distancing. And what has spawned off, launched off, branched off is now the Connect Summit that we are hosting every single month. And today's very special edition, these are the speakers who are going to be on stage next week. So August 25th, is that the date, right?
August 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern till 6 p.m. Eastern. And at 6, we're hosting a VIP day with all of our speakers. You're going to be able to talk hand in hand with them, have some intimate talks with them, because after all, that is where the party is, right? At the VIP part of it. We have, who do we have?
Well, let's kick it off. Let's first start, because we'll introduce them all, but we have our sponsor.
We're going to go round table.
We have our sponsor for the Connect Summit is on with us. So I want to kick it off with our Connect Summit sponsor, Mr. Jeffrey Levine. How you doing today?
Terrific. Another show. Wow, how exciting. And I can't wait till next week when we all gather to share our wisdom. And I know these speakers and they are great. So I'm so happy to be a sponsor to another summit.
Well, we're so grateful that you are sponsoring. Jeffrey, you're just going to be like an old hat, an old shoe around here, right? Every time we turn around, there's going to be Jeffrey. I know you sponsored our last summit. You were a feature on our 100th episode. We're getting ready to do another special edition when you launch your film, do our red carpet event for your film. So yeah, you've got a
Jeffrey,
lot
what
going
did you
on.
get an award for?
I had an award for the best director.
Oh, I love it. So
Yeah.
Last week we had our 100th episode on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, and we awarded all of our guests who got nominated an award. We had over 57 awards that we gave out. And everybody should have gotten their award by now, but if you have not, let me know. But yeah, we had some pretty amazing awards.
We did. It was super fun. It was such a fun episode to commemorate our 100th episode of the Angel and Tina Morning Show. So Jeffrey, do you want to give our audience just a little sneak peek, a little tip of why they should come and hear you speak next week?
Well, I'm so happy to share some saving techniques that most people aren't aware of. And what I talk about is you just save a little, but once you save on an automatic and consistent basis, the money just piles up. And then I'm
like gonna piling up money, right? That's
piling up, get bigger and bigger. Why not? And when it's automatic, it happens without you. So there's no way you can get in the way. And that's one of our challenges. And second of all,
we're going to teach all of our audiences how they can save just a little bit of money every day, every week, every month, and it can add up to a lot.
Yeah, $5 a day, that's all it takes.
Hey, $5 a day is like a Starbucks a day.
That's it. Yeah. Or you'd be surprised what else you spend during the day.
Well, and right now, right, you're not spending that, right?
Right.
No, the perfect time. Actually, more people are able to save right now because there's a lot less to spend on. So it's an absolutely perfect time during the pandemic. And also I'm going to share tax savings ideas. One of the best things that most people aren't aware of is saving taxes during the year. So from now to the end of the year, there are ideal ways to save taxes for your businesses, but most people aren't aware of them. And I'm going to share some gems next week.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I know Jeffrey came out of retirement. He's all set. He was in retirement doing his thing just to help people get through this pandemic and to create more wealth and to outlive their retirement. So I love that. Become location free, says Dawn Bates. So Jeffrey, we're excited that you're a sponsor. We're excited to have you speak on the Connect Summit next week. I want to go to Daniel Meyer because he is our sponsor of the Angel and Tina Morning Show. Just renewed his second month of sponsoring the morning show. Daniel, how are you today?
I'm doing great, thanks. It's fun to be here. I'm excited to be on the summit next week. It's really great to be together. I mean, I think we're all at the point we mentioned earlier, we really miss traveling, right? We really miss getting out there and being around each other. So this is the best we got, so we make the best of it, which is, fun. So you mentioned a second ago, Don mentioned about become location free, and with Jeffrey, the idea there is that you can do business from anywhere at any time, which is what I'm all about, right? So part of what we do with Sonic Virtual Assistants is free people up to be able to work wherever they're at, whatever, and do things, basically, run their business from your laptop or from your phone. And it's a pretty exciting time. I always think that if we would have been in this pandemic 10 years ago, we couldn't do what we do, so in some ways, there's a bit of irony that it's the right time for this because we have the technology to allow us to stay connected and to do this kind of stuff. So, and of course, I love being on the Angel and Tina Morning Show. It's like one of my favorite things every day. I'm on as often as I can. I watch what you guys, are doing. I catch all the replays. It's just the best content out there right now. There are so many people that are doing so many things online, but you guys are consistent. You deliver quality stuff, great guests, and it's always lighthearted and fun, right? So it's not heavy, it's not overwhelming. It's just a really, really good way to start my day. So I really appreciate being part of it, and I look forward to sponsoring for much, much longer.
Oh, I love that. I love that people say that because that's what we wanted. We wanted to be the bright start to your day. We didn't want to bring the negative and because everybody, they can watch the news anytime, right? Which I don't watch the news, but we wanted to bring that bright start to your day and bring that little bit of sunshine to your life every day. So we are glad that that is happening. So who do we have next? Vanessa Hunter. She is one of my favorite women of all time. I have known her for a very long time, and she has an amazing topic that I absolutely adore. Vanessa, tell us who you are, what you do, and what you're going to be talking about at the summit next week.
Absolutely. Tina, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be joining this group of powerful people, especially at this time. Every year around the beginning of the year, I host an online goal setting and vision boarding workshop. And I did that again this year. Of course, not knowing what we were all going to be facing. I had no idea. And a lot of people have been, life threw us a curveball this year for sure. And a lot of people were thrown off track with their goals and in their objectives for the year. So I'm going to be talking about the power of hope. And it's a subject very close to my heart. I'm going to be sharing some personal stories and some things that I'm hoping will be very thought-provoking for your listeners.
Oh, I love that. The power of hope, because we all need a little bit of hope right now, right? We all need
Exactly.
We need a lot of it of hope.
Maybe an extra dose. Maybe an extra dose would be good. I know we all got on here this morning saying we miss seeing each other. We miss traveling. Many of us, we're used to traveling, right? Every week, very, very consistently. And I think we've all been pretty good troopers and good sports about the whole thing. And making, the best out of our situation, but it would be nice to see each other.
Thank
So
God
Vanessa, I think
for
that's
Zoom,
a
right?
topic.
Thank God, just like Daniel said, if this was any other time, so just thank God for Zoom and StreamYard and things like that. That's that technology that still keeps us together. We can see. We
Absolutely.
can't hug each other, but we can give each other virtual hugs, and we can see each other face to face, right?
Right. So we were like trying to figure out like how do you do a virtual hug? Like what do you do?
Do
And
this.
so we decided like you actually have to like hold yourself, like give
No, I
yourself up.
can't do that. I can just do the one-handed hug.
I know Tina's got a torn rotator cuff
Yeah, it's a
on
torn
her
rotator
shoulder that
cuff.
is not healing.
It is not healing.
So
But I did do some meditation stuff last night with Connie Puntura, so she's helping me a little bit.
oh, all right. Okay, so who's next on? It's like our little
I know it's like
Brady Bunch. It's the Brady Bunch, right? Look up, look down, look left.
Well, Dawn Moore is another amazing speaker that has been on the Connect Summit every single
That's
time.
amazing. You have not missed one, Dawn Moore.
She's like,
Hey,
"Sign
what
me up
can
for
I
the rest
say? I
of the
love you
year."
guys. You know, it's a lot of fun to be on, everyone. And I want to thank you. I have people that are texting me, emailing me, WhatsApping, and saying, "Are you going to be on the next summit? I can't wait to see you." So it's a real sense of community that you ladies have created. So kudos to you. I can understand exactly why Daniel and Jeffrey want to sponsor, because right now where there's so much online activity, Zoom butts, Zoominars, people are, you know, working online, education facilities are teaching online. We spend a lot of time in front of our computers, but to actually have the Connect Summit where people look forward to getting together and hanging out for the day, you know, that's something special that you all have created. So I feel very honored and privileged to speak on each and every one. I've talked about so many different things. It's been great. I get to tell people all about all the different hats that I wear because I'm not 20. So like many of you, we've done a lot of things. And during these times, it's what is going to serve people more. How can we get out there and help people? What can we do? How can we offer up a word of advice, some hope, some wealth building strategies, pivoting? What can we do that contributes and makes life easier for people right now? So this coming summit, I'm going to talk about that burning desire that people have inside of them, that intellectual property that maybe they don't know how to get out into the world. And I was talking with one of my coaches recently, and she said, "Dawn, that's what I love about you. When someone has an idea, you immediately click into coaching mode, business coaching mode, and you start helping develop the action plan that will take that idea and bring it into the marketplace and then help people serve others, make money, do whatever they need at this time." And what I love about the group of people that we have on the Connect Summit is everybody has something to contribute to that aspiring entrepreneur. So whether they need technology or whether they need tax advice or whether they need to know how to stay strong in the face of adversity, like what Michelle's going to teach us about, it's a matter of creating that team of people who can help you take that idea and bring it into the marketplace. And what I specialize in is the language. You know, how do you communicate that so that it creates curiosity, sparks that interest, wants people to click for more information? So again, thanks. I look forward to sharing.
I love that. I love that she just wants to keep on coming back, because we have some amazing people in our audience that keep coming back too. We have those people that on any other time wouldn't be able to attend any of these big events due to daycare or, you know, them having a full-time job or anything like that. So these virtual summits, I think they're here to stay. And we have done one every single month, and we're going to continue until whenever we decide that it might not. I don't even know if we're going to stop continuing. I think it's going to be like Connect Summit 10. Daniel and I were having a conversation. He was like, "We need to do Connect Summit 10 big in a big way." And I'm like, "How are we going to do that?"
In person.
In person, right? It'll be in November. Our
And so I
Connect
think
Summit.
we thought we were going to have our 4th summit was going to be in person. Do you remember that?
Yep.
And we've just been shifting and pivoting this whole time. But you're right, Dawn. We've created this community. people that keep coming back, keep returning, looking forward to it. Like we know we're going to see each other again, almost like when we were traveling. It was like a reunion every time we'd show up in a new city. And so at the very least, if we can't see each other, we know we'll see each other again at the next Connect Summit. And Dawn, the way that you've just been so creative and shifting, and you've got you're paying attention, your ear to the, ear to the grindstone, right? What do people need right now? How can I serve them the most? And no, you're not 20, but you're better, right? Like
Right?
you've learned a lot and you've got a
Who
lot of
is 20? There's nobody here that's 20.
I don't know, Michelle, aren't you in your 20s still? Just
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I
didn't think about-
appreciate that, Dawn, so much, but I literally just turned 37. But I do love you for that.
Like, thank you
I
for that.
love being 36. If I could ever be one age again, I loved 36. 36 was amazing.
I'm enjoying my late 30s for sure. Even during this crazy time, right? It's we have to make life what it is and enjoy it, no matter what comes our way. So it's figuring out how to
Agreed.
do that. Yeah.
Speaking
I
of the
think
Connect
36
Summit, look, I got my new Connect Summit mug.
Oh, she does have her new
Yeah,
Connect.
we
Summit
have our
mug.
new logo.
Right,
We're
fancy.
stepping up things a little bit.
I know,
Who's the
right?
first
I know.
one?
My graphics girl, we kept doing the graphics. She's like, would you like me to freshen them up a little bit? Because it's the same when you keep doing this. Like, oh yeah, okay.
This is only going to be a one-time graphic, Angel.
I thought, right? I didn't. I was chatting with Zondra TV Network yesterday, Zondra Evans, and just how I didn't see it. Right? I didn't see this as having something to continue. You haven't gotten the graphics yet because my graphics girl went to a wedding. What was she thinking?
Oh, you know what? Heather Schooler's getting married. And yeah, it's the
We're
first
just
week in
announcing
September.
it to the world.
It's okay. She has announced it to the world.
Okay, good.
It's a Zoom wedding. It's my first Zoom wedding. I've never gone to a Zoom wedding.
Zoom
before.
wedding. Boy, by the time I get married, it's
Can
gonna
I-
probably
can
be a
I
Zoom
crash
wedding
it?
too.
Can I crash the Zoom wedding?
I'll- you can be my plus one.
Okay.
It would be so easy to crash weddings now, just hopping on Zoom calls, because that's the normal, right?
Right?
No,
Everybody's
you know their
married on-
You don't have to
Password.
worry about it because you don't have to pay for anybody. There's no pay per person, pay per plate. So you can just say, listen, you came to my wedding. Where's my gift?
Dawn Bates is saying, I've been wanting to crash a wedding for ages. So Dawn's internet's just a little bit wonky. She's down there in Buenos Aires, but she is with us. Hopefully when it's her turn to be on camera, she won't be glitchy at all. But yeah, it'll be fun to hear from Dawn. But yeah, let's all go crash Heather Schooler's wedding.
We'll
But-
tell her. We'll do it live on the Angel Tina Morning Show.
We'll just sneak on in there and put her on the Angel and Tina Morning Show. She'll be her wedding will be syndicated.
Oh, how funny.
You know what? You have to. We were talking earlier about hope, and Michelle's talking about enjoying where we are now. So weddings are going on, unfortunately, so are funerals. But what about joy? I mean, to find your love during this time and then just celebrate and get married on a Zoom call. Our grandkids may not remember this, but we will, and we'll be telling them about
I
the
wonder
time
what
when
our
the world
story's
shut
gonna
down.
be. Our grandparents used to say, you went through the snow with no shoes and up and down the hill 5 times to get to school. Now, what are we gonna tell them now? They're gonna be like,
I had to go to the kitchen, and then I had to go to the living room, and then
I had to be on Zoom calls all day long.
All we gotta say is 2020.
Yeah, really. It's not what we envisioned for 2020. You remember all the media hype about 2020 and the vision? Remember that?
2020 was
Nobody
the
saw this.
perfect vision. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
It did not work out that way at all. Our next speaker is a dear friend of mine, a new dear friend of mine. I've never met her in person, but we immediately clicked. Her and I have a very similar story. Taylor Thompson is an amazing speaker, and I'm so excited that she is going to be on our summit next week. Taylor, let us know who you are, what you do, what you're going to be speaking on.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And gosh, it's just such a privilege and honor to be with you guys. I had so much fun last week, and definitely had so much fun being on your show. Whenever
What
we met,
award did you win?
the Trailblazer Award. Wow. I was like, me, like, I mean, what an honor to be, I mean, it was fun, but it was such an honor. But to me, it really just, it was empowering in a big way because, you know, sometimes you don't realize the things that you're doing or the impact that you could be making and how people see you because you're only looking at how you see yourself. And so sometimes whenever you have those fingers pointing back at you, it's super empowering and certainly encouraging because, you know, I think sometimes we have a tendency to maybe listen to the devil on our shoulder that says, you know, why are you doing all this? What's it all for?
Who do you think you are? Yeah,
I mean, you know, it's like you know, what voice are you going to listen to? And this is just kind of, you know, my side hustle, if you will, has been this women empowerment group that, you know, God placed in my heart. And I fought it and fought it and fought it. And, you know, I kept telling God, I don't know how to do this. And he said, well, you know, if you did, you wouldn't need me. So I couldn't argue with that. And
Well,
so
Taylor, this little group that you created is over 2,000 members.
well, yeah.
I just created this little group and I didn't know if it was going to be big. And here it is, over 2,000 members for the She Network.
Yeah, well, and it's, you know, it's been a process. It's been one of those things that, you know, working in the network marketing space as consultants, you know, I work with my husband. We have a wealth building academy that we do. We work with, you know, entrepreneurs, network marketers globally with different companies as consultants. And so, but I just saw this need or this space, especially for women, because, you know, 3 out of 4, you know, networkers are women. And, but I see all the men at the top calling all the shots. And I thought, gosh, what's wrong with this picture, you know? And so I like, what would be cool to create this space that I didn't have to be politically correct, you know, that, you know, women could be truly real, truly authentic to their story, share their journey in a real, authentic way. Because sometimes, you know, we look at, especially women, you know, women sometimes live up to that stereotypical thing, you know, we have if we have success, we get targets on our back, and it's just not necessary because there's plenty of room at the top. And whenever I found that women can whenever you can create a community and environment where women can truly collaborate and not compete. And that's been my big vision, She Sharing Her Excellence Network, where, you know, because we're all at different stages of life. And if you look at what women do on a daily basis, outside of running our companies, outside of running what our business are, we spend our time resourcing, looking for this resource, or, you know, maybe you're going through a health challenge. Maybe you're fighting menopause. Maybe you're in the parenting mode and you don't know how to potty train your 2-year-old. I mean, so all of these things that we do as women that are distractions from us focusing on our business. I thought, gosh, wouldn't it be so cool to create this community that women can share their excellence, and we can use this as a resource to save time, to save money, to save energy, and go learn from other people who've already walked in those shoes. And so, I mean, my passion obviously is network marketing, but I've been so blessed to be able to connect with so many amazing people, and just like you and Angel. I mean, it's just been an amazing, I was able to connect with Daniel yesterday. And so, I mean, it's just such a great way that technology has really brought us together in a way that I probably wouldn't have thought would be so connective, but it is. And so, I mean, I guess I honestly, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be sharing next week. I'm sure it's,
I don't really know what I'm going to be sharing, but I know it's going to be more powerful.
I mean, I think it'll probably be pretty good. I mean,
I think it's going to be pretty good. You have some amazing training on the She Network. She has some pretty top dog names on the She Network. She has some like big Michelle Cunningham. She was on our show last week. She's going to be one of the trainers today. So she's
actually
positive that you're going to have a pretty powerful thing next week.
Well, Michelle is one of my she's one of my founding circle. So she's on my board. So I mean, like, being in my community, like, I'm very blessed because I don't build a particular network marketing company. So I have all these relationships with these top tier, #1 earners in their companies that I have relationships with that, if you think about it, how cool it is to be able to glean, and pick their brain, if you will, and not have to worry about, breaking the rules of your company if you're, working a network marketing company. And it's really it's a beautiful thing. And for me, I just really want to break that stereotypical thing that women kind of have, that we can truly celebrate with each other. We can truly be, hey, you look beautiful today. Love those earrings, and not feel like it takes anything away from you. And
there's no competition in the She Network. It's all about collaborating. Anytime I reach out to any of those women in there, they're always, hey, Tina, how can we work together? How can we collaborate?
Yeah.
So I love that energy in the She Network.
Thank you. I mean, that was the vision. And so, thank goodness. I mean, God's been really good about keeping that energy there. And I feel really fortunate. I just keep taking one step at a time and just keep leading it, taking it where it goes, and hopefully having an impact on a lot of women. So that, the Trailblazing Award meant a lot to me. So thank you so much for having me.
Angel and Tina Morning Show are founding members of the She Network as well. So we're excited that we have, we're an affiliate for the She Network, helping you create this amazing group of women who are going to help one another rise to the top.
Well, and I'm sorry, I forgot. I didn't forget that. I just hadn't got there yet. I know that I took a little longer than everybody else. I apologize for that. But I did want to give a shout out to Angel for sure, because, with you and your book, and for those that didn't hear, Angel and what she did my first PR launch for the She Network. And Angel, I was like, this is amazing. Like 4.3 million hits, like on the first one, 4.3 million.
Have you checked recently, Taylor?
No.
It was over like 15 million the other day when we looked.
What?
Well, so I mean, they're pretty common words, right? My She Network are pretty common words. So when Google goes out into the search crawlers, it's looking for anything it can to match that. So there's 15 million results now, but still Taylor's right on top.
All on top, baby.
Right on top. And that's thanks to the power of publicity, right? OPP, because it pushes your website, all your good juicy stuff, your website, your links, your social media posts, it keeps it all up on top. So even though there's 15 million,
well, I'm just gonna have to give glory
word
to the Lord for that one. Because he was the one that gave me the name or the word. So okay, there you go.
Yeah, that was so exciting. That was amazing. So yes, and she's got, I mean, this is the thing. And when we start talking about publicity and hosting all of these guests on our shows, you guys are doing incredible things. You're out there making things happen. You're starting communities, you're starting networks, you're launching, global multi-continental book launches, Dawn Bates, right? And I mean, you're serving in a global space, and you guys are not just sitting around wondering, waiting, and worrying. You're out there making things happen. And the fact that we can all come together on this platform and celebrate it. And we've got the Zondra TV network as our distribution. We've got our sponsors like Sonic VA and Jeffrey Levine as our
and Angel, and Angel, I mean, I didn't even talk about like you're helping us with, I mean, we're launching a book, you know, Larry's launching his book. So we haven't even talked about what you're doing on that side of our business, you know, and wealth building and with Larry, and we're getting ready to launch a book that you're helping us with. So I can't even wait to see what's going to happen with that. I mean, like, guys, like this is a great
Make sure
connection.
you're gonna go #1, girl. I mean,
Oh,
as
it
soon
is-
as I started talking with Angel, my book went #1 bestseller on Amazon.
well, it's not, I mean, it's not even, it's like even bigger when you think about the collaboration of all the top business earning CEOs that are in this book, that are featured in this book. It's gonna go gangbusters.
Yay, thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah, this is. So we'll actually have Larry and Taylor and hopefully several of the authors. You know, when that book
I
is.
think they're already scheduled here pretty soon when they have
Right.
their book launch.
So this is the place, right? To just lift up and to, virtual hugs for everybody. So
Right?
let's see, Michelle Jewsbury. I know we started chatting with our young one in the group.
Oh my gosh.
Our young one.
I'll take that. I will totally take that. Thank you.
We all wish we were still in that, there's a little bit of wishing we were still in that space. Like we're getting wiser, but our body doesn't react as quickly in our metabolism as it was when we were in our 30s. I do
I
miss
think that's
that.
because we're sitting on our butts all day.
Well, I mean, we are.
I just had to order a new desk chair because my cushion went from like this to like this.
Because we never get out of it, right? So it never gets a chance to spring back. It just stays like this all day.
See, but what we teach getting out, we teach going outside, getting exercise. I do a lot of golfing. I do a lot of beach time. So do a lot of running. I think it's so important to get out and get your vitamin D, but I'm also in sunny Southern California. So I have to get out of the house. It's like 115 degrees in the valley.
Oh my gosh.
So hot.
That's pretty toasty.
Oh, it
Okay,
was like
so-
123 yesterday in Vegas, I seen. And I was like, oh my gosh, I would never complain about North Carolina weather.
Yeah, that is pretty toasty. Things are going to melt. Okay, so Michelle, what are you going to be speaking on at the Connect Summit next week?
Well, we help people overcome obstacles. So what I'm going to be speaking on is a 5-step process to help people overcome their challenges in order to create success, but even more success. So we're all successful. So it's even more. So for your personal and for your professional life. So deal with a lot of head stuff. Trauma. I'm a survivor of domestic violence, so I use my experience to empower and encourage other people to break free from that cycle. And I've also run a nonprofit organization called Unsilenced Voices. We just expanded to Rwanda. We're in Ghana and Sierra Leone, and we help survivors all over the world. And we're also fiscal sponsors for 2 other organizations, one in Nepal and the other one in the Netherlands. So we've been really, really busy, which is awesome. But having to take out loans because it is hard right now to get donations. So if you're listening, we need as much help as humanly possible because we are sending thousands of dollars every month overseas. And then as soon as the world opens up, we are doing our first event in Southern California. So I'm super excited about that.
Where everybody, I'm sure, is going to be flying to like, oh my gosh, the beach, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. But the
And that's
beach
gonna be
is
your yearly gala,
great.
right? Is that
At
your
the
gala?
beach? No, we're actually going to start doing programs in the United States. So we're going to be doing educational seminars for the community, but also providing resources to survivors. So we've partnered with a handful of different organizations here in Los Angeles. And as soon as the world opens up, we've got that first event that we're going to end up doing specifically for survivors.
Well, I love that you're going to be on the show and just how you have turned something so most people don't talk about, right? It's one of those underground, like you just don't even share it, and being able to bring that to the surface and even taking that globally. Michelle, you've just been amazing how you're transforming people's lives and truly making an impact. Love that you're going to be on the Connect Summit next week, sharing all your
And
goodness.
thank you for getting up so early.
And thank you. Yes, it's true. She's on the West Coast. She's on, but so the summit starts in the afternoon. Thank goodness, right?
Good.
Yes, yeah, and you do have me on a little later, which is great. So I looked at the schedule, I was like, yes. No, but I am honored, you guys. I am so honored. You know, I was on the Angel and Tina morning show the other day as well for your 100th anniversary, and I was nominated for being stranded on an island with.
The
And
most
received
stranded,
that
I know, I
award.
remember.
Yeah, the person you most want to be stranded on a desert island with was Michelle Dewsbury.
So that was kind of an honor, and I laughed. It's a lot of fun. Angel, we have been stranded in Mexico together, in Aruba and the Caribbean, on boats, you know, a couple times now. So you know, it's life is fun. And no matter what happens in your life, your circumstances don't define who you are, but it's how you react to them. So, you know, if you want to stay moping, if you want to stay depressed and upset, then that is your choice. So that's going to be what I'm going to be teaching a lot about is your choice, your decisions every single day make a huge impact on your life. So what decisions are you going to make?
Oh, powerful stuff. Little mic drop stuff right there.
Right? I heard yesterday that if your story isn't inspiring enough, change your story.
Oh.
If your story isn't inspiring enough, change your story.
Yeah.
So when I met Michelle, I met her last year, and her and I instantly clicked with some stories that we were able to share with one another. And so she definitely helped me change my story.
Yeah, you know, it's super important to look at your life as, you know, these are, you know, just events, and then looking at your future and where you're going. And I mean, you can make a tragedy into triumph, and it's great. You know, if I've been able to do it, I am nobody special, but because of what I went through and the people I surround myself with, I've been able to overcome extreme trauma, you know, and childhood stuff. And now I get to teach people. You know, I have great clients right now, and super excited, but super excited to share stages with all you amazing speakers, and just you know, give hope to the hopeless, and really that encouragement that people need, especially right now, because there's a lot of people having anxiety and fear and depression because of the pandemic, not knowing what to do, and the unknown is scary, you know, but just keeping that positive mental attitude and figuring out how to break through a lot of the challenges.
Yeah, you do have that choice. You can be positive or you can be negative. Choice is yours. Which one do you want to do?
Well, you guys have you guys haven't been able to see the fabulous comments that Dawn Bates is putting in the chat. She is so lively, and I know it's probably just like killing her to not have a strong internet connection. But Dawn, let's take you off a mute and see if you can just introduce yourself and give the folks a little taste of what you'll be sharing with them next week.
Well, there's nothing little about me, they're really, Angel. But yeah, no, I don't even know where to start, because depending on how people know me will depend on what they know me for. 9 times out about they know me to deliver the truth in a quite a direct and sometimes uncomfortable way. But they do say that first, the truth will set you free, but first it puts you off. But normally it does it to other people as well. So I've been in business for 22 years, so I completely relate to what Dawn was saying before. You know, which hat do you wear? You know, I've been in publishing for the last 20 odd years. I've been speaking on stages on leadership, you know, in like places like King's College London, for the police forces, for, you know, universities in Cairo. I write books that are about political and social sciences. Some people know me as an author, and it was quite interesting. My second book that I wrote was about the Egyptian uprising. From first idea to international bestseller on 3 continents took me 14 days. And so like I do a lot of strategy, I do a lot of vision work. But I get a lot of stuff done. And yeah, a lot of people love my accent, Dawn. And it's because it doesn't really, I don't really have one, but I do. It's one of those things.
Oh,
and
you
it's one of the
do.
things that, thanks. I like it. I kind of, people will be like, are you from Australia? No, I just live there. Are you from New Zealand? No, I just live there too.
You just
I'm
took
English.
all the greatness, all the accents, and you pushed them into one.
Absolutely. multifaceted. Now, again, a lot of people know me because of my giggle. I mean, I remember being in the north of Australia on, I think I was just, because I'm sailing around the world writing books and coaching clients, so I've been completely online for the last 2 years. So this whole internet, doing your business on the internet, is not new to me. And it's the problems with the internet, though, this is new. Because all you lot have come online and then you've disrupted Zoom, and they need to sort out their online platform really well. And a lot, but it's interesting because I remember sitting in a coffee shop. I'd arrived in Port Douglas, which is in just about a 45-minute ride from Cairns in the north of Australia. And I started giggling. I was just sat there writing one of my other books. And I started giggling to myself, and someone recognized me from my giggle. I was like, that can't be me. I've not been here long enough. I don't know anybody. So I carried on writing. They're like, Dawn. And I was like, oh my God.
Is that you, Dawn?
She's coming to me. Like, and that's the thing. It's, you know, and one of the things that I'll be talking about is why being ourselves is the best brand expansion tool that we can ever have. Because when you fully embody who you are, and you show up completely as you are, whether it is a truth slayer, whether it is a content creation machine, or someone who kicks people up the backside to make sure that they get things done and holds no prisoners and accepts no excuses, or whether you've got a trademark giggle. You know, when you're just who you are, people get to know you. He is someone, I mean, Dawn's just put in the comments, me and Les Brown, me for my giggle and Les for his laugh. Honestly, I don't know, I don't think there'd be a dry eye or seat in the house, you know, and that's the thing. It's just people, they gravitate to the people that make them feel whatever it is that they need to feel at that time, whether it's to feel inspired or feel heard or feel seen. My books that I write, they are not really for the faint-hearted. They will change people's view of the world we live in, because having been part of the Arab world for 20 years, I have a very different perspective on life, as some of you found out before we went live, speaking different languages. Luckily, you guys, your listeners, have only heard me speak English. Wait till I start speaking Dawnglish, which is a mixture of Arabic and Spanish and English. And it is something that confuses people, because, you know, how can a white English woman speak Arabic? You know, how do I have these different perceptions of life? I love cultural diversity. It underpins everything, as along with justice. And the field of study that I'm about to embark upon is going to not quite Esperanto, getting there. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Dawn's just asked me if I speak Esperanto. I can say it with a Spanish accent, though. But
Dawn has been quarantined. She was sailing. I mean, this is one of those women that you just need an hour with her to hear a little bit more of her stories of how she ended up in what she's doing. But the fact that you're bringing all this and you're making yourself available in books and stories and publishing and, you know, and getting up in the middle of the night because your clients are hosting events in Australia 17 hours ahead of you. You just, I mean, she's actually, when we say being on an adventure with Dawn Bates, you definitely want to be on an adventure.
You're definitely on an adventure with her.
Dawn Bates.
Sailing
I've
around
already
the
told
world.
Tina I'm kidnapping her. She doesn't realise. She doesn't believe it, though. But you want to get stuck on a boat? I'll take you out to sea, darling.
She has like a little sinister in there. I'll take you out.
Oh, she does, right? She does. She has a little bit of
I'm a schemer massively. I mean, I lived in the UK, people I used to do what we call kidnappings. in the best possible way, not
Oh,
like
we
a
have
dodgy
kidnappings
way.
over here too, Don.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, they're a different kind, I think. But like, I remember picking a friend up and like driving and saying, we're just going to go out for Chinese. And then 5 hours later, I'm still driving. And he's like, where are we going? I'm like, we're going to get Chinese.
Going to China.
Like, he had no idea. It was a birthday surprise. We had arranged everything. And, you know, I even, you know, I would just do that just to surprise other people and to see the look of joy on their face, you know, because when you serve others and you want to see other people play.
Oh, Don, we've lost you.
Oh yeah, we've lost her. Well, this is a good time for us to go to a commercial break.
Totally at peace.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna mute you, Miss Dawn Bates.
And I think I lost.
Yeah, you're frozen. And yeah, so let me see if I can tag her in a note and let her know that she froze. So are you still there, Miss Dawn? I mean, Tina?
I am.
You are? Okay.
She's like, did I mute everybody?
Did I mute everybody or just Dawn? Yeah, Dawn Bates was frozen. So I just grabbed her and muted her. But I do want to take a quick commercial break and remind everybody that the morning show is brought to you by our fabulous guests. They are so dynamite. And this is a special edition of promoting most of the speakers that are going to be with us next week on the Connect
I think
Summit.
we're just missing 3 of them.
Just a few of them. Jeffrey Levine did have to pop off. He is the sponsor of our Connect Summit. And so he was here, but for the morning show specifically is sponsored by the Zandra TV network, the award-winning producer who, if you've got a podcast, you've got content, think about how, you know, don't just take it to YouTube. Let's take it onto global streaming digital platforms. And you can connect with her at beonztv.com. That's beonztv.com, beonztv.com. I'm going to try and pull up my photo. Hold on. I can't do it and talk at the same time.
Graphic.
I know, but I can't like talk and look for the graphic over.
You can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
I'm kind of that girl, right? I'm kind of that girl. And so also by
she also has 3 different monitors, so she doesn't know which one to look at. There we go. This is our beautiful graphic of our sponsors.
Well, Daniel Meyer is here. You guys got to hear him speak a little bit. He is going to be on our Connect Summit next week speaking, and he is a sponsor of the Angela and Tina Morning Show. One of our dirty little secrets of how do we get stuff done is we don't, right? You can hire a virtual assistant. And with Sonic VA, when you mention the Angela and Tina Morning Show, you get 10% discount off your first 40 hours of service. Go to sonicva.com. And then Daniel, do you want to say a few words since you're here?
Sure, thanks. You know, basically the cool thing about having a virtual team supporting you is that while you're here doing something like this, whether you're watching or you're speaking or you're working on something, other people are working too. So just, you know, to kind of like talk about what's happening right now for me, I have someone making a YouTube video for me right now. I have people making PowerPoint slides for me right now. And I have people looking into taking on a new account for accounting. Like, so we're gonna do some VA accounting work. And all that's happening while I've been here, and I'm not doing any of it, right? So that's the kind of thing that having a virtual team can free you up to do, is let you do what you should be doing for your business, which is promoting and being the face of the business and being out there networking, but your business is still getting things done because you have a virtual team behind you. That's what Sonic VA is all about.
I love it, Danielle. We're super excited and honored that you are a sponsor of the Angela and Tina Morning Show. Okay, so all of you are fabulous. We've got just a few more minutes, right, left in the show, but I want you all to give, how can people connect with you? So if you can do that in a minute on how they can follow you, connect with you, where you want them to find you. Dawn Moore, we're going to start with you. Let people know. Oh, hold on. You're muted.
I think you muted everybody.
Oh.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
So as a talking head, the easiest way to connect with me is to go to my social media hub, which is dawnmoore360.com. And you can connect with me on any of my social. I have a free gift that I'm excited to be giving away on the Connect Summit. And it's going to be an infographic on, I think it's going to be 25 powerful open-ended questions, and then a discovery call with me so that you can understand the answer behind the answer that people give you, because it's all about the words people choose. So I'm super excited to be offering that. And Dawn Bates, I'm going to accept your friend request. Thank you very much.
Okay, but how do we talk? Where do you want them to follow you? Did you say that?
Go to dawnmoore360.com and pick your social.
Okay.
Facebook's easy. LinkedIn's one of my favorites.
You know what? You probably said that right at the very beginning. I apologize.
You just know how to get in touch with me. You can text me 908-303-5334.
There you go. There you go. Michelle Jewsbury.
Yes, hi. Thank you so much. Again, what an amazing group of people and an amazing community that you guys have created with the Angel and Tina Morning Show. It's awesome. So I appreciate being on here. I also appreciate being able to speak at the Connect Summit. So you can reach me. I've got a free gift for the people listening. If you would like the 5-step process to help you overcome obstacles in a very easy PDF to read, just go ahead and text UNITE, UNITE, to 26786. Again, it's to 26786. And you can also reach out to me, Michelle, at unsilencedvoices.org. It's Michelle with 2 L's and an E at unsilencedvoices.org. So thank you so much.
I don't know if I was going to put my age out there, but all of a sudden the UNITY song came into my head when she said UNITE. I don't know. You should, Angel doesn't have no, Angel has no idea what I am talking about.
She's like a walking jukebox. Anytime you say something, she's like got a little song, like a
Oh,
little.
just be like with Angel, she says OPP, and I'm like, you know, there's a song called OPP. She's like, is there? And I was like, yes. And so I played it for her. She's like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah, it's like totally changed like what I was saying and what I wanted to do with that, right? And she just played it for me. I'm like, oh, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. She had to, and she actually also had to like explain it to
Yeah,
me.
I had to tell her what OPP, yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so unite to 26786, Michelle at unsilencedvoices.
Vanessa Hunter, how can we get a hold of you?
Okay, so I'm a business strategist and consultant. So if you want to connect with me in that arena, it's thebrandmuse.com, thebrandmuse.com. And if you want to connect with me regarding vision boarding, dream building, goal setting, and all of that, I have a group on Facebook called Dreaming with 2020 Vision. So connect with me over there.
I love that. I love that.
How
And
about
Taylor Thompson.
Yes. Okay. So I think probably the best way would be to go to myshenetwork.com. That would be, there's a way to connect with me and get my opt-in should be up and running there. Or you can go follow me in my group, my She Network group. Or Taylor Thompson online Facebook, or I am Taylor Thompson Instagram.
Awesome. And check out Michelle Cunningham today on her training, My She Network training today. If you're part of the My She Network, yeah.
No, it's actually tomorrow.
Oh, is it tomorrow? Okay, I think I have it on for today. So good. I have.
Yeah. So she's gonna be like doing Mastering the Live.
Oh,
yes.
I'm total fangirling on that girl right now. Her and I have become besties.
She's amazing.
I know. I think we gave her the pink award, but it should have been the Pretty in Pink award. I was thinking about that overnight. That girl definitely needed the Pretty in Pink award.
Yeah.
Let's see, who did Dawn Bates? Dawn Bates, how do we get in touch with you?
Well, I'm a bit like Dawn Wanstock. You go to my website, dawnbates.com, and you choose the platform that you prefer to show up on, whether that's LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm native on all of them. I even have my own Vimeo channel. I don't really do YouTube. I don't like all the adverts. I don't like being interrupted. I don't even have notifications on my phone. Yeah, it's dawnbates.com, and people can find me there, or they can find me when I'm sailing around the world. They can find me in a marina, but other than that, they can just listen out for my giggle in a coffee shop.
Oh,
Listen for the giggle in the coffee shop.
it is a good giggle. Daniel, did you want to give yours again?
Sure, thanks. It's Sonic VA, so SONICVA.com. Just go to the website, click on get a quote, and we'll give you a quote on how much it will cost to outsource the things that are keeping you just too busy. So SonicVA.com.
Yeah, I mean, the phone call itself is going to save up time. Like, you're going to discover all those things. So yeah, it's instant gratification right there. Well, these are our Connect Summit speakers, Jeffrey Levine. If you want to connect with him, you can text the word solution. That's the word solution to 26786. You can also find him at jeffreylevine.solution instead of .com. It's jeffreylevine.solution. And so excited for him to be sponsoring. So register. It's complimentary. The tickets are free. You get to be in the inside. You get to see all the little private chats and the sidebar chats that are going on.
We have a pretty fun time. We do some giveaways. We have some dance parties. We have some music. We have a fun time in there.
We have a lot of fun. And after every speaker speaks, they go into a breakout room where you can connect with them just a little bit more intimately, face to face, and get to know them. This is such an amazing time to connect with people, to have access to some of the speakers that you might not normally have access to. So take advantage of it. Come and play with us. Register today. Go to Eventbrite. Connect Summit 7, August 25th from 1 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. These are your fabulous speakers, and we are super excited. I'm Angel Tussey, your media matchmaker. I'll help you get booked and find guests. Go to needaguest.com. It'll take you directly to our Facebook group, our Media Matchmaker Facebook group. Tina, close us out today, darling.
I am so excited. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I'm Tina Torres, the client retention expert, and I help you organically build your audience online. Connect and nurture those relationships authentically and take those leads and turn them into paying clients, all with the simple strategies that I teach. You can text the word connection to 26786. That's connection to 26786. You can grab your free PDF on how to do all those amazing things. Thank you guys all for coming today. I cannot wait for the Connect Summit 7. I cannot believe it's Connect Summit 7. We are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, where we come to you live every weekday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. We will be here tomorrow on Wednesday. I don't even know who's going to be on the show, but join us tomorrow.
We're promoting Assets Are Sexy tomorrow.
Oh, the Assets Are Sexy people are going to be on. We're going to have a busy week this week. We have a bunch of great, amazing people on the show this week. So join us tomorrow. We will see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget, register in the comments below. In the comments. Bye. See you guys tomorrow.